and welcome back to my channel. This is the last day of Vlogmas, day 12, and I'm posting this on Christmas Day, so Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope you have an amazing Christmas and winter break if you're in school or taking time off for the holidays, and just take some time to be with your family, be present. You're probably not watching this video on Christmas, let's be real, so yeah. Today I'm just going to be doing a chill Q&A about myself. I had not really done a video like this before, both because I don't have enough viewers to send in questions, so I don't really know like what people would be curious about, and also I just kind of felt like people are probably just watching my videos one-off, not really knowing who I am, so I didn't really feel like making an introductory video would be helpful. But now, going into the new year, I think I just want one video where I answer questions about myself in case anybody is curious about anything. I'm too self-deprecating for this because I feel like literally no one cares, but I'm just gonna make this video anyway because why not? Today I am sipping on a peach Bellino Spindrift, which is a superior Spindrift flavor, in case you're wondering. I like all the ones that taste very fruity, like the pink lemonade one I like a lot, and this one, so get yourself a beverage and sit down for a while. So first off, my name is Teresa. Teresa Veridin is how I pronounce my last name. Nobody really knows how to pronounce my last name, so I answer to anything, really, but I say Veridin. And I'm from Boston, Massachusetts, originally. I say that I'm from Boston because I went to middle school and high school there, but I was really born in California, and my family moved around a lot growing up, so I've lived in a few different places, but when I was 12, I moved to Boston, so I feel like most of my formative years were there, and my family has since moved from there, but I still think Boston is just the home, you know? Great place, great city. Probably tied with New York City as my favorite place I've ever been. Now I live in Florida, and I'm probably going to be here for the foreseeable future, but I don't love Florida. I would love to be back on the northeast coast. People always ask me what it was like moving around so much when I was growing up, and I think I've lived 5 different places from when I was born to when I graduated high school. Let me count really quick. Yeah, it was 4 different places, 5 different times we moved. Honestly, I didn't love it, and it felt very turbulent at times, like not really feeling like I was settled in the place I was before we would move to another place. At the end of the day, I feel like everybody has things, good things, and maybe things that they would change about their childhood, and I definitely think that experience made me very adaptable, and I feel like I could literally move anywhere and be settled there in my 20s, and I know I'm probably going to move a lot in my 20s, so I feel like that is a good skill to have, is just being adaptable and being able to move to a new place and settle in and find community there and feel like you belong. And a huge part of something that made me feel like I belonged in every single place that we lived was my family, because I have 6 siblings, so 9 people total in my family, and obviously I just had friends and people I knew in every place that we lived, so I feel like that helped a lot, and that definitely like cemented my relationship with my siblings and just made us have so many shared experiences, so now we're all like super close even though we're grown up. So that's a gift, and I wouldn't trade that for anything. So it definitely made me appreciate permanent things in my life. For example, my family, and then later on, not really until college, honestly, my faith. When everything's changing around you, you just learn to rely on the things that are not changing. I also think that it will make me appreciate when I'm able to put down roots and live long-term somewhere, because I haven't really reached that point yet, but I know like eventually if I get married and raising a family somewhere, I do think that that's something that I obviously want for my family, so I think that I'll definitely appreciate when I'm able to do that. Oh no, my coaster fell. Next question is, what is my cultural and family background? Something literally no one ever guesses when they first meet me is I'm half Indian. I've gotten literally 5 different guesses. People assume I'm Mexican a lot, or like some form of Hispanic, Spanish background. I've gotten Greek, I've gotten Brazilian. So, fun fact, I am half Indian, half white. I also think the most important part of my family background to me is my Catholic upbringing. I was raised in the Catholic Church, and grew up going to Mass on Sundays. It was a huge part of my family's life, but it was never really that important to me, TBH, like, until I went to college. During college, I became super connected to it, and certain experiences and people in my life really brought me into my faith and made me make it my own. So that was awesome, honestly. So that's a part of my life I would not trade for anything. I don't talk about like my faith story or I guess my testimony a lot, just because I feel like I don't have enough articulation to do it justice, and I feel like that's something that's very personal and private to me, so I feel like I can't talk about it. But if I really reflected on it and like found the words to talk about it, I think that could be a good thing to do, because I think my experience is something that would resonate with a lot of people and a common experience for a lot of people. So who knows? Maybe one day I'll talk about it. Next question, what were you like as a kid? I was very bookworm, teacher's pet, and I was always reading. I loved to write. I feel like I had a huge imagination as a kid, but I was kind of shy, I think, especially like in middle school, going into high school. I don't really think I'm shy anymore. I'm definitely like more reserved and calm, but I don't think I would say I'm shy because I like to meet new people. But yeah, that's definitely how I was as a kid. I was also pretty bossy, I think, because I have two little sisters, so I would just always be bossing them around. And also I had 4 older brothers, so I just felt like someone needed to put them in their place, you know what I mean? What is one childhood memory that still makes you smile? So there was 2 memories that really stuck out to me. One was when we first got my childhood dog, Katie, who love her, miss her. And also this one time when I was in 6th grade, my brother went to a college close to the school that my brother and I went to in middle school. And he just like went from his college to pick us up from school, and we went to Denny's. And I don't know if that was okay with my parents. I don't know if they even knew about that, but that's like one of my fondest memories with my siblings, is when he broke us out of school and took us to Denny's. Love them. Are you an introvert, extrovert, or ambivert? I think I would say I'm an ambivert, which is mix of extrovert and introvert, just because I do like my alone time and personal space, but I think I need social interaction during the day. Like, I need to hang out with someone or talk to someone at least once. I can't just keep to myself the entire day, you know? Why is my camera dying? Okay, I'm back again. My camera died and now it's nighttime, so sorry for the drastic lighting change, but where did we leave off? Okay, as I was saying, I think I'm an ambivert, but more reserved. So I would say a mix of both. I don't know. Every time I do a personality quiz, it changes, so I think that it also changes as you get older. What 3 words do people who know you best describe you as? Okay, so I don't know how other people perceive me, but I would like to think... I think that some of my friends would say I'm funny, definitely. I also think my friends would say I'm independent, caring maybe. I don't know. What is something you can't live without? I think definitely chapstick and coffee. I can't go anywhere without chapstick, and I need coffee every day. What's your toxic trait and your best trait? Okay, without going too deep into my toxic traits, I think my toxic trait is that I'm cheap. Like, I used to be way more like never like getting dessert when I'm out to dinner, or like a drink or appetizers, or relying on public transportation instead of taking an Uber to the airport, stuff like that. Especially when I was studying abroad and I was broke, I was very, very cheap. But now I have just realized that I'll pay more for convenience and safety. So I'm less cheap now. My best trait, I think I'm very good at planning things out for other people, and that is something I think people appreciate about me. Or like problem solving, talking out other perspectives. I'm very good at like seeing all perspectives of a problem that someone's having and brainstorming solutions. What hobbies am I obsessed with right now? So I think that it's pretty obvious from my YouTube channel what hobbies I'm obsessed with, and those would be reading and making YouTube videos. So I have always loved to read since I was a little kid, but in the last couple years have really gotten back into it. And I have I think ever since high school, I like to make vlogs, or when I would go on a trip and travel somewhere, I would like to make a video diary of it to remember the trip by. And that's kind of what got me into creating videos and why I like posting on YouTube. What is something I recently started loving? I think tea is something I recently started loving. I never really understood the hype around herbal tea specifically. I thought the only reason you would drink tea is to like get caffeine, kind of like coffee, and I always prefer the taste of coffee to tea. But I've been loving just some herbal tea in the evening, or like some spiced tea. Like, I love decaffeinated chai, and there's this tea called Bengal Spice that I love. There's another one, I think from Trader Joe's, it's like Harvest Spice or something like that. But I love the ones that taste like cinnamon, or like decaffeinated black tea as well. I just love having a cup of tea in the evening, like just to wind down. What's something that you wish you were good at but aren't yet? Definitely Spanish. I made a video recently about me traveling to Spain to learn Spanish, and I really wish I was fluent in Spanish, but that's a goal of this year, 2026. We're making some progress. Also, guitar. I have been taking guitar lessons since I was 14, so I'm still beginner, intermediate, and it would be nice to just have a little bit more proficiency at guitar. Also, I don't think I said in the beginning my age, but I'm 23. LOL. What is your comfort show and food? My comfort show is definitely Gilmore Girls. I kind of watch that every fall, just random episodes here and there. That's the epitome of a comfort show to me. And my comfort food is definitely my mom's spaghetti and meat sauce. She makes the best spaghetti and meat sauce with Rouse tomato sauce. It's absolutely divine. What are 3 things that instantly boost your mood? I would say prayer definitely boosts my mood every time. Talking or gossiping with my friends or girls my age, and just bed rotting and watching reels that make me laugh. All 3 very different things. Oh, also like a good iced latte. Some handmade vanilla syrup from a specialty coffee shop. That's always gonna do it for me. What did I study in college / what do I want to do with my life? My favorite question. I studied psychology. I got my degree in psychology and also marketing and video production. And TBH, I'm not doing anything with my psychology degree. It was just a good background for what I want to go into, which is preferably video production. I want to produce videos for a nonprofit or a Catholic company. And I am starting a job in February that is not very aligned with my career interests. It's still employment, let's be real. So I'm not going to say what that is because stranger danger, but yeah, that's exciting, and I'll be moving out of my parents' house. What is something I'm proud of that I don't talk about enough? So I would say my biggest flex is probably being independent and being comfortable going for my dreams without depending on other people, which is a blessing and a curse because sometimes I don't depend on other people to a fault. But I definitely am proud of how capable I am of doing things, just random things. Like, if I wanted to travel to Europe right now, I would know exactly probably how to plan it out. I would be very diligent about that kind of thing. Or if I had a side hustle that I wanted to pursue, like posting on YouTube, I would make that happen for myself, and I would do research and find out the equipment I needed, how to make better videos. That's literally something I'm doing as we speak. What is a trend that everyone loves that I hate? So I don't think I would go so far as to say I hate this thing, but it definitely used to bother me more than it does now. And it is when people will try to make sweet treats into something healthy, like protein-filled ice cream, or like, I don't know, a cookie that has 0 sugar or something like that. I'm like, it's okay to have a sweet treat and just have like one a day, not go crazy on it, and just like let that be something that tastes good to you. I do appreciate though when they can make it taste good, or if it's just something that's less unhealthy for you but is still something you can indulge in. Like, for example, Olipop I really like because it's just less sugar, less processed unnatural ingredients, but it still tastes good and it's still kind of a sweet treat. But some things like just don't taste good at all, and I'm like, Why are we trying to make sweet treats healthy? That is something that bothers me. So that is all for the Q&A today. I really appreciate you watching. I hope you got to learn something new about me. And if you stuck around for all of Vlogmas or just a couple videos here and there, thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to making new videos, more exciting projects in the new year. So I will see you next time. And once again, Merry Christmas.